Hands up if you've seen Star Trek. Great, so you'll know what I'm talking about. For the rest of you, hear me out. This is more than just some nerdy sci-fi. Thanks to Netflix, I spend a lot of my downtime watching Next Generation, and I've seen every episode more than once. On the surface, this is a show about a diverse group of humans and aliens exploring galaxies. But underneath, it's about internal exploration, about navigating our limited worldviews in an unlimited universe. And I want to introduce you to three of my favorite characters from the show. Each of them brings their own unique perspectives and gifts into the storyline, while at the same time, it's inviting us as the audience to explore our own perspectives and our gifts. I'm going to start with Captain Picard. In my opinion, every leader or aspiring leader should be asking themselves daily, what would Picard do? He is a shining example of servant leadership, leading not from authority, but through collaboration and a shared vision. When facing a challenge, Picard stays grounded. He sees the bigger picture, and he taps into his empathy and compassion for others. When facing any situation, he remains diplomatic and has principle. Then there's Data. He's an android, but his insight into the human condition is ridiculously profound. He has this way of pointing out human antics as matter of fact. No judgment, just pure fascination. One of my favorite Data moments happens on a scene on the ship where there's a big catastrophe. One of the characters asks him, "What happened?" And he just replies, "Any answer would be speculation. This is just another example of how our actions produce random results." That's brilliant. Finally, there's Deanna Troi, the ship's counselor. She's an empath, and she sees emotions not as a hindrance or a nuisance, but as the key to unlocking mutual understanding and connection. She holds emotions with such grace and power, and I learned a lot watching her about the value of our emotions. So when I'm watching the show, I'm being prompted to explore my own perception, check my assumptions, look at my biases, my fears, my connection to others in the world around me. As I'm watching the show, I'm seeing metaphors unfolding around things like racism, fascism, religious conflicts, gender identity, and a myriad of social issues that are so relevant to our world. The creator of the show, Gene Roddenberry, used this platform to impress upon us ideals about our potential as a society. He didn't just create a show, he created a mirror for us to see ourselves and to challenge us to evolve beyond our differences, to not just tolerate them, but to embrace them and respect them and even delight in them. Who I am today is heavily influenced by the lessons and wisdom embedded in this series. I'm more compassionate, I'm more objective. I no longer fear what I don't understand. Except for the vastness of the universe, that is terrifying. Think about the people in your life who have taught you, mentored you, showed you a new way of being. Consider the moments that have shaped and shifted your view of yourself and the world. What media has influenced you? I hope for you non-Star Trek fans, I'm starting to give you a reason to watch the show. Or maybe not. But what I do want is to impress upon you these ideals from the show that I've embraced and carried with me. All life and all civilizations have an inherent right to exist, to choose, to experience all that life has to offer. And we all have value, not because of our status, our titles, our financial gains, but because we are here. We exist. Each of us has a unique perspective, a different lens to see the world through. And we all have a gift, something inside of us that no one else has. When we think about our impact, we're all leaders in our own right. The way we speak, the way we behave, the way we show up in the world, it has an impact whether or not we see it. And I'm sharing with you tonight my love of Star Trek because I believe in this vision that it projects. This vision that we're all greater than we realize. We have the capacity to love deeper, to live fuller, to expand beyond our wildest imagination. And when we step beyond fear and limitation, we begin to see just how truly extraordinary we are. I invite you to consider how you see yourself and the world around you. Where might you be getting stuck in your assumptions, your fears, your perceived limitations? What might be possible if you took a step back and embraced the unknown? Gene Roddenberry imagined our potential, and he expressed it through this series beautifully. My hope is that you are now ready, as Spock would say, to live long and prosper. That, my friends, is what Star Trek taught me about being human.